Hello, hello everyone. I am Dr. Olympia Papagiorgio. Welcome to my channel where I talk about the intersection of music and mental health and psychology. I'm so glad you're here, glad you made it. Today I will be reacting to a song by Ren, so I thought we could watch it together. Wow.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility.
That intro is so beautiful. It's almost like his voice tickles the keys that he's playing. It's amazing how he hits those notes and sucks you in. It just brings you right into focus. I paused it because there was those lines. The way I looked down and saw tranquility, that is a frighteningly impactful line. A place that we go to that we might think is really beautiful, and we're looking at it and we're like, wow, it's an amazing place. Look at the tranquility and peace. And who knows what happened there yesterday? Who knows what happened there today? Who knows what happened there 5 minutes ago? And that is a chilling line that he has. Yeah, I'll go back.
Vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck. Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, Freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you.
Oh.
Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Oh. Wow. That was beautiful. I like how it ends on, I know you're going to be okay. That even struck something for me. That was really beautiful and very sweet. Um, that first part we heard in the song Suicide that he did. The frustration, there's anger, there's survivor's guilt, there's this combination of emotions. And then that, let's go back if I can find it. Like waterfall of emotions. That's kind of almost like we're making something beautiful from something really painful. This part of this transition, we're coming from that first part that we heard where there was a lot of anguish and a lot of pain. And then it sounds like a waterfall, waterfall of emotions, waterfall of experience. And transitioning, we're kind of transitioning from that to this next part of the song is how I'm feeling it, how I'm seeing it. This part, you can still hear the sense of pain, but there's a little bit of lightness to it, which is interesting. It gives me the feeling that, okay, we're transitioning into something transformational. We're going to something that's changing. That's how it feels. It goes from one to the other.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm.
Even that line is really impactful. How are you supposed to raise a child, even from a storm? Even where his voice is placed, it's a little higher also now. So it's taken us from that kind of deeper, that lower place that is depicting and symbolic of that pain. And then we're going up a little higher. So it's that transition from one to the next emotion maybe, or from one way of feeling and thinking and being and existing to this new way of understanding life, this new way of how to be. Go back a little.
Way another's born, how you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better.
It sounds like, again, we're in that hope where we're taking power back, where we're changing the way we feel. We're experiencing life differently now. There's this hopefulness in this part for me.
And still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
The a cappella at the end, like with nothing behind his voice, first of all, really showcases how beautiful his voice is, how nice it is. And he is so talented. He really is just unreal. He's so talented. And I like how he ends the song on, I know you're gonna be okay. Almost like he's telling that to himself, but he's telling that to everyone else too. You know, you're gonna be okay. And it's not his time yet to go. It's not his time yet to go. He's here on earth and he's making it through. And he misses his friend Joe, you know, clearly. Yeah. I think the interview that he did about the behind the song, I must have seen a piece of this or so in that interview, but I hadn't seen the whole thing. So it looked familiar. I think I also emphasized last time when I discussed the song Suicide that he had written, the piano at the end, just the piano alone, because there's not a lot of distraction from anything. You can really focus on what is said. It features and shines a light on the words that he's saying and the emotion that he's expressing too. And when artists give that much emotion in their music and when they feel it that much, I think everyone else can feel it too. Music is amazing in that way. It's really incredible. We can feel emotion through music. It's just, and the way that a performer showcases a song, especially from a lived experience. This song gives us a journey to hope. I'm still here on earth, you know, I'm still here and you're gonna be okay. And I love that it ends on that. You're gonna be okay. Thank you to those of you who recommended this song and suggested this song. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you being here. I hope to share more soon. So I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.